All right, good evening, everybody. Let's just, what I want to go through today is what I called out yesterday and what you should have been doing if you had watched the video. The SSO, okay? Remember I told you I exited a portion of this position, and I went through this on yesterday's video, right? Our entry here, here, and here, right? Exited a portion because the RSI yesterday closed above 55 at 64.26. Kept a portion of that position, okay? Because I'm trying to see if I can get a bigger move to the upside. But following the rules 100%, you would have been out of this position, okay? But this is what I'm going to do. So today was an inside day, right? The high was lower than Monday's high, and the low was higher than Monday's low, all right? So, of course, as you can see, the market is starting to contract, right? I mean, of course, on the second, right, last week, we started to expand and the market really fell out of bed, so you can see the volatility getting really, really big. It really expanded, right? So expansion generally, well, always leads to contraction, right? So what I believe is what happened on Friday was, we hit that. Look at the purple is a 200 moving average. It works extremely well because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The overall market has been in an enormous uptrend, okay? Market fell out of bed, came back, and we bounced beautifully, closing in the top third of the price range of Friday. Monday, we continued up with higher highs and higher lows, with the volatility, i.e. the range of the bar, a lot smaller than what we have previously seen. And then today, even smaller yet, and we've got an inside bar. So what I'm going to do is on the remaining portion of my position, I'm going to have a sell stop below 105.48, about 10 cents, 20 cents below it, okay? Because I believe if we break down through the low, I think we could start moving a bit lower. Now, how much lower, I don't know. Are we going to come back and retest Friday's low? Again, I don't know. All I can say is I'm a big price action trader, and if the market retreats, comes back, penetrates down through the low, I believe we've got a chance, of course, to move a bit lower. On the other hand, if we break up through the highs and we continue up through Monday's high of 108.42, I really do believe we have a chance to run a bit, a few hundred points in the SSO, maybe 4 or 5 points. So we'll see. Okay, so that's what my plan is on the SSO if you still are long. If you recall yesterday, I pointed out and I told you that if the market is able to break up through Monday's high, okay, then we would probably go higher, okay? And what have we done? We have gone higher. So what was that? And I wanted it to trade through it, right? So that high was 318.08. I'm looking for a minimum of 20 cent penetration through 18.08 to 28. Market opened up lower, which I like to see, right? Opened up at 15.02, traded down as far down as 312.51. And look at where we closed today, 23.66. So look at that. You're talking almost 5.5 points higher from where we were looking to get long. And what did I say? I said to look to buy call options. Since that was a 318, you're looking at 17.16 call option, and that so far is a really, really good trade. So hopefully you looked at that today. Let's take a look at the intraday price action. Okay, let's take a look at a 15-minute chart, okay? So when did it penetrate up? Okay, so we're looking at a 5-minute chart. Market opened up at 15.25, made a high of 18.95, traded down to 14.73. So right here, okay, so we have penetrated up the first 5 minutes, came back down, heck, even created that inside bar. Plenty of opportunity to enter with the call option to go long right in here. And beautiful. Market's up over 5 points. So it traded up through it nicely. Let's take a look at, okay, so that's a great trade so far. Let's look at SBAC. Okay, entered this near the end of the day. Remember, we were looking for a penetration up through 161.72. 20 cents is 92, and I said I needed for it to break up through 162 round. Okay, we traded up to 162.11. We closed at 161.42. Therefore, you got plenty of time to enter. So if you were not able to enter this, again, I would enter this, and hopefully we open up a bit lower tomorrow. That'd be great. Buy call options. I would go 2 months out. We're February 13th, March, April. Okay? So March 8th. So we're looking at April expiration. And we're looking at, I mean, hey, 160, 159, 158 strike price. That would be a great trade. Use the underlying as a stop. So if the market is able to come back down and penetrate through the 13th low of 58.73, just exit the call option. So use the underlying, okay, or whichever comes first, okay? Or 50% of the call options value. So if you bought the call options for $7, once it hits $3.50 in the call option, again, April expiration, you would want to exit. You only want to risk half of the call option. Okay? So typically, though, if the market comes down and takes out the low, what I just told you to do, right, the call option is going to be nowhere near half. So okay. So that's what I would look for. I'm looking for this market to move higher. So that is my take. Let's take a look at the E-minis real quick. Okay. Again, coiling up looks just like the SSO, right? If you take a look at the SSO, very similar. Obviously, it's the same. The day session only, again, looks the same. But look, we got an inside bar, folks. So again, if we're able to penetrate up through Tuesday's high and we proceed to move up and break Monday's high, my next target would be Friday's high, and then of course after that Thursday's high up in here. Okay, and this high would take us close to that 50% retracement from the highest high. You know what, I'm wrong. Look at that, I didn't extend it down. So the 50% is right there. Okay, let's look at the Russell. Okay, Russell inside bar. Dow, tight little inside bar, and let's look at NASDAQ. What's going on? I have no clue. Let's look at a weekly. You know what? I don't know what's going on with my trade station. Having a little trouble here. 60-minute chart. So 60-minute charts, let's see, this is Monday's action. So actually, we do not have an inside bar. Today's high matched Monday's high. Okay. So that's all I have. Sorry for rambling. I know I'm long-winded at times, but I'll be back with you tomorrow.